Retail ending 2018 with strong numbers, but it's off to a rocky start in 2019. Joining us now to discuss the state of retail is Ron Johnson, CEO and founder of Enjoy. He also was the former senior vice president of Apple Retail and former CEO of J.C. Penney. Ron, great to have you with us. I want to start talking about Enjoy. So Enjoy is a mobile retail store, and you can get different brands, and then they come and help you in your house. And I'm interested because we had Angie here yesterday, Angie's List and Handy. So it made me think of your company. Are you guys a retail company, or are you like a home improvement genius bar kind of company?
We are, think of us as the retail store coming through your door. You know, we're in a mobile world today. That's what the iPhone enabled. And today we have a lot of things coming to the house, but most stop at the doorstep. When you order from Amazon, there's a thud at the door. When you have your groceries delivered by Instacart, there's a thud at the door. We not only get to the door, we will come inside. And for the same price as buying in the store, we will bring your product you ordered, we'll bring accessories you can buy, we'll get you set up and running, connected your life, all for free. And we do it really fast. We had an order yesterday, which for AT&T, someone ordered a new Apple phone from AT&T. And 2 minutes later, we were knocking on the door because our expert happened to be in the neighborhood. So it's a super fast, on-demand, real mobile store experience for free in the comfort of your home.
Do you have to pay a lot for this? Like, or is it,
It's free. Yeah.
But
free.
In terms of, like, I could go to Costco and go get a cheaper TV and then have somebody come and set it up for me that I find through Craigslist. Like, is this a premium product?
Yeah, well, it's a premium. It's really designed for premium products like an Apple iPhone, but it's the same price as buying at Costco. But you don't have to call someone from Angie's List or someone from the Geek Squad to come out and pay them to do it. In the same visit, we'll deliver your product, we'll set it up for free. And people find it almost too good to be true. How does it work? Well, it's because we're working with partners like AT&T, like Sonos, like British Telecom in the UK, where we're helping them go direct. So think of, instead of having FedEx in the shopping cart, you have Enjoy. And so we're the new experience company when you buy online.
Hey, Ron, Brian Sazi here. You know, given your time at JCPenney and looking at some of the problems they're having now, do you think they will be around in 5 years?
You know, it depends how they execute. They've got they're going to obviously have to reduce their store footprint somewhat. They're going to have to get customers back into the store, but they've got a lot of smart people. They're going to work really hard. It's a challenge because, you know, the middle American mall is struggling, but they're going to work really hard at it. And if they execute well, they'll be around in 5 years.
Ron, I also want to get your thoughts on Apple. Obviously, news there, Angela Ahrendts leaving the company after a few years. And I just think, like, where do you see that company going in terms of the stores? And how do you think they've changed in the last few years? Because when I look back at that tenure, I feel like the stores, became better places to be. Like, it was a little bit more open, and just what your view is on how Apple evolves as a physical retailer, because right now it's clearly, in my view, the premier physical retailer in the U.S.
I agree with you completely. Apple has the premier retail experience. I think during Angela's tenure, they made significant improvements for the customer. They also had significant challenges. In some ways, they're a victim of their own success. The stores are so popular, the real challenge is handling the amount of traffic coming through, whether that's people going to the Genius Bar, trying to buy a new product. And I think they've worked really hard at it, but it's still the gold standard for retail. And I think they picked Deirdre because she's an excellent operator. Deirdre and I were colleagues. I mean, I remember when we launched and imagined the Apple stores back in 2000, Deirdre was in the room every day talking about how should we do this. And so she has, well over 20 years experience with our retail stores, 30 years with Apple. She'll be really equipped to take the stores to another level.
You know, Ron, Apple has the balance sheet and the financial resources to pull off a turnaround. The stores pretty much look absolutely amazing right now. But when you look at JCPenney, $4.2 billion in debt, do they have the resources? And what should the store of the future look like? You came in there and put a lot of good physical structures in there. But how do you reinvent something like that with that type of just the balance sheet in tatters?
It's all about changing the customer perception of the store, because you've got to get an influx of new customers. The most desirable customer for a retailer is a young customer. It's a millennial who's developing their shopping habits. It's a young family that has to buy a lot. They've got to buy kids' clothes in the fall, the back to school. They've got to buy new things for their home. If you can't appeal to a young customer or a young family, your future is going to be difficult. That's when I went to Penney's. The goal was to create a new concept to really get at a younger customer, because Penney's was really good in the 60s, but their customers aged and new customers went elsewhere. So I had a vision, which is really remaking the department store to be about great value every day, about new exciting products, about approved in-store environment, about every day being a great day to shop. And we were on that journey, but it was difficult because anytime you make a major change, your business is going to go down before it goes up. And a lot of the people that I worked with at Penney's, employees, board members, just weren't quite comfortable that the direction I was leading was the right one. And so they decided to bring back Mike and do a U-turn. Well, that turned out to be a pretty tough decision too, because they haven't added any sales over the last 5 years. So now it's up to Jill to kind of come up with a new vision to get young people in the store. Because if you can't get young people in the store, you will not have a good future.
Is the future of retailing just really bleak to begin with? Like, can anybody beat Amazon? Like, do you just have nightmares about Amazon all the time?
I have said several times, Amazon should be having trouble sleeping tonight. I mean, seriously, Amazon's same-store sales in the U.S. are now single-digit. Target, Walmart, as these big retailers have learned how to leverage their stores inventory to create a better shopping experience, that's where customers are going. Right now, more customers are going to Target and Walmart than shopping at Amazon. The online stores at Target and Walmart are growing 30 and 40% year over year, while Amazon's growing single digits. The traffic to Target and Walmart is now up 5% year over year. Target had its best in-store traffic growth last holiday quarter in over a decade. And so now the advantage goes to the physical retailers, the well-run ones, who have integrated their online stores and are giving customers more way to shop. I can order online and have it delivered from the store. I can order online and pick it up in the store. I can go to the store and just shop. My relationship is with the brand. Target's a great brand. Walmart's a great brand. Up until now, it was easy to go to Amazon because they had delivery. But now Target can do that and do it better. So I think Amazon should be the one having trouble sleeping at night.
Ron Johnson, thank you so much. Come to New York City and come stop by. We'd love to see you in person.
I'd love to. Have a great weekend.
Yep, you too.